All right. This is either the final part or it's part 3. I might talk for 30 minutes and then my final part will be 3.5 minutes. Or I can talk for the whole 33 minutes on this part. We'll see what happens. This is either part 3 or the final part, guys. I'm going to upload this video after I'm done. I'm going to take my nap. I'll set my alarm for, I don't know, 4 or 5 o'clock in the evening. And I'll watch this show after you guys watch it, obviously. Right? As in a good, I don't know, in a good hour from now, you guys will watch this video, obviously, right? Yeah, hence why I'm going to be very, very strict with Amazon. The final deal is 70-30, man. You know what I'm saying? I can easily be an asshole and even demand 80-20 if I want to, but I'm not going to do that. 70-30 is my deal. That's a good deal for me, VJ, and Amazon. Now, Jeff Bezos gets angry. I'm like, Jeff, if you're angry because what? You want to take more of my money, obviously, you're more than welcome to what? Terminate this deal, and I'll what? Release online, you're missing on the billions. He'll be like, all right, here's the deal. Yes, 30% of what you're making from my movie and merch is more than what? 50% of what you're making for all your other products. It's more than how much Disney, Paramount, Universal, Lionsgate. It's more than how much all these companies are making for all their movies. As Disney, it's money that Disney would dream of making, man. And I gave you 30% of the profits, man. It's a good deal. You're making, I don't know, $32 billion. Even though me and VJ are taking most of the pie, I don't know, we made our nice, I don't know, 70 billion, 72 billion. Amazon made their nice $32 billion. Even though me and VJ are making way more than Amazon still made a nice profit. They made a nice, $30 billion, which is a lot of money, man. That's more than how much Disney makes for all their movies every year. See what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. That's why I'm going to be very, very sure with VJ. VJ, sweetie, please. You know what I'm saying? When we sign this contract with Amazon for the Zanus movie project, please, VJ, even though Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson and the actors for Zanus, they know what? They know what? They know we signed that massive contract. Don't go bragging to them. You know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they're going to feel like shit and they might get envious and pissed off. Even though guys like John Boyega and Yvonne Joje and Danielle Manette and all of them are rich people, Don Cheadle, they're all rich people. They all have a couple million in their bank to tens of millions in their bank to $100,000 in their bank. They're rich people. They're not me and VJ. They're not as rich as me and VJ. Hence why keep your lips sealed. Don't brag to John Boyega and Yvonne Joje and Danielle Manette and Ariana Grande. Even though Ariana Grande is rich, she's worth like $150 million. She's not as rich as me and VJ. You see what I'm saying? She's not as rich as me. And Ariana Grande is loaded. She probably has like $90, $100 million in her bank. She's loaded, obviously. But once she sees my condo, she'll be like, holy shit, Ivan. VJ, this is your place? Oh, Ivan, this is a beautiful place here, Ivan. This is unheard of. She'll be shocked. Because Ariana Grande owns like a $10 million house, man. Which is nice, obviously. But it's not as nice as a $300 million condo, you know what I'm saying? All the Zane's actors will be shocked with my condo. All the Grayscape actors will be shocked by my condo, too. Because Keanu Reeves can't afford a $300 million condo. That's like all his money gone. Keanu Reeves probably has maybe $250 million in his bank around. He's worth $50 million. Chances are he probably has $250 million in his bank, maybe, Keanu Reeves. He can't afford that kind of condo. Yeah, he's loaded, obviously, but he's not as rich as me and VJ. Hence why, VJ, I'm going to keep saying this. I know you're happy, you know what I'm saying? We signed that massive 70% deal, you know what I'm saying, with Amazon for the movie and the merch. Even though we're going to make, I don't know, our $73 billion around there, keep your lips sealed, VJ. Don't go bragging to these actors how much we're making. Otherwise, they're going to feel like shit. Because we're making way more money than them. Even though I'm giving the actors a tiny piece of the pie, you know what I'm saying? And they're making a nice, I don't know, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, $23 million in royalties. It's still pocket change compared to how much me and VJ made. Hence why I decided to give the actors a small piece of the pie, because me and VJ are going to have an embarrassment of riches. It's an embarrassment of riches, guys. It is such an embarrassment of riches that I have to keep my lips sealed. I can't brag. I can't tell the actors how much I made because I don't want these actors to feel like total shit, man. Because even though they signed massive contracts, it's nothing compared to how much me and VJ are making. As me and VJ are going to make, like, I don't know, 71, 72, $73 billion off Zane's for the movies and merch. You know what I'm saying? Even though the Zane's actors made their millions, it's not, it's pocket change compared to how much VJ made. You see what I'm saying? Even though Ariana Grande signed her nice, I don't know, 24, 25 minute contract, you know what I'm saying? 25 minute contract, and she made what? Yeah, she made what? She made what? I don't know. She made like, after taxes, she walked away with $12 million, $12 million in her bank, whatever it is. After taxes and the rates, she struck it rich. Obviously, she has $12 million in her bank. It's nothing compared to the 73, 72 billion that me and VJ made off the movies. I'm saying that's why VJ, please keep. I know you're happy. I know you have that. I know you have that feeling. Because the fact that VJ said yeah, you know what I'm saying, she was cocky, obviously, right? That's how you know Victoria Justice, when she signs that contract, she's gonna have that smile on her face. Obviously, I'm gonna have that smile on my face. VJ, please. Keep your lips sealed. Don't go bragging to Keanu Reeves and all them how much we're making, how much we made, the deal we signed. They know we signed that contract with Amazon, but keep it to yourself. Don't brag at them, as they can get envious and jealous, obviously. As I told you, even though Keanu Reeves is loaded, his wealth is pocket change compared to me, Reeves' wealth. See what I'm saying? Please keep your lips sealed. Don't go bragging to Peter Jackson. You know what I'm saying? Don't go bragging. It's actually funny. Don't go bragging to the Zane Sackers or Jon Favreau when they can get angry. You see what I'm saying? Because even though they signed a massive contract, their contract is pocket change, man. It's chunk change. Even though Jon Favreau, I don't know, even if Jon Favreau makes, I don't know, $90 million in royalties, he made a lot of money, obviously, and he made his nice $50 million bucks. He made his nice $50 million bucks for the 4 years of Zanus. It's still pocket change compared to how much BVJ made. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You get envious about this. Even though Jon Favreau's rich, he can live the life. He can buy his nice $18 million jet with that money. You know what I'm saying? He can buy his nice $10, $15 million house. Even $20 million house he can buy. High chance Jon Favreau might even buy a $20 million house. Easy to afford it. You can buy it. But most people who are rich don't buy like 10, $8 million houses around there. But Jon Favreau will probably buy like a $10, $12 million house. He'll buy a high-end, like top-notch house in Vancouver. He'll buy. But who knows? He might even get like a $20 million house. He can easily pay it off cash. But chances are he won't do that. Chances are he'll get like an $8, $9, $10 million house, Jon Favreau. But I told you, even though Jon Favreau and Influencer are going to strike it rich, they can buy their nice multi-millionaire houses, obviously. Their houses is nothing compared to my $300 million condo, my $300 million penthouse, and their wealth is pocket change compared to my Reeves' wealth. And they can get angry, you see what I'm saying? They can get envious and angry. Because there's nothing worse than knowing someone else makes way more than you. It's a shitty feeling, man. Trust me. It's a shitty feeling knowing someone makes way more than you, see what I'm saying? Please, VJ, do not go bragging to Peter Jackson that we signed that massive $70% deal with Amazon. As Peter Jackson can also get envious too. As even though he signed, I don't know, his $300 million deal, it is pocket change compared to how much VJ made for Zayn. So we're going to make our $73, $74 billion, $69 billion off the movie and merch. You know, so that's why Peter Jackson, high chances agent, will try and get 1%. What about 1%? I'm like, Peter, you're being greedy. I'm not going to give you 1% of the pie. You're being greedy, man. You're not worth 1%. 0.2% is good enough, Peter. You're being greedy. Mel Gibson might get greedy and want 1% too. I'm like, Mel, you're being greedy. 0.5% is good enough. That's like $200 million in royalties for Mel Gibson. $220 million in royalties for Mel Gibson? Yeah. $220 for Mel Gibson, yeah. Because I'm now taking 70%, it's now like about $200 million. 0.5% for Mel Gibson. Yeah, Mel, you're gonna make, I don't know, you're $250 million for my movie. I'm not giving you what? I'm not giving you any more than 0.5% of the profits, Mel. Yeah. But guaranteed Peter Jackson will get greedy and try and get 1% because he wants to strike at Richmond. He wants a piece of that pie, man. Fuck, man, like, his agent was like, hey, don't worry, I'll do whatever I can to get 1% of Ivan's money. Maybe we can bribe him. Like, look, man, you can try and bribe me all you want. He's not getting 1% of my money. You're saying, no, man, the highest money I'm going for Peter Jackson is 0.6. That's good enough for him. That's 200, That's I don't know, $50 million in royalties for Peter Jackson. That's a good deal for him. And he made his nice $350 million. That's a good deal for Peter Jackson. Because Peter Jackson knows me and VJ are going to make like $70 billion off the movie and merch, he wants a piece of that pie, man. He wants a nice, like, I don't know, like maybe like $600 million, a nice $600 million piece of that. But he knows he's not worth it. I'm like, Peter, I'm not going to give you 1%. You're crazy. I'm not going to give you $400 of my money. I'm being too generous. No, like $250 million the royalties is good enough. And you get your $100 million salary. That's good enough, Peter. I'm not paying you any more than that. As the moment you demand like $500-600 million of my money, you're now the moment Peter Jackson demands 400 plus million, 450 million, he's ripped me off. I'm not going any higher than $250 million in royalties for Peter Jackson, which is about 0.6% for the 70% of me VJ's VJ's pie, obviously. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Yeah. High chance Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck will try and get 0.2%. Obviously. But they're not worth 0.2%. The only ones who are worth 0.2% are the guys who are worth 200 million plus. Those guys are worth like 2%, 0.1 or 0.2%. Obviously, if you're worth under $200 million, I'm not going to pay you 0.2%. No. Before I said Ben Affleck, Scarlett Johansson 0.2, no, I'm being a bit too generous. I'll give them 0.1. That's good enough for them. Because they're worth under $200 million. They're worth like 140, 150, those guys. Give them 0.1%, which is good enough. It's like 30 million plus in profits for Scarlett Johansson and Ben Affleck. That's a good deal for them. 30 million, 34 million in profits around there they're making. 33 million, 34 million they're making. It's a good paycheck for them. Excluding their $47 and $46.5 million in bonuses and salaries. That's a good deal for them. And they got their speaking fee money too. Don't forget that. That's if I go on the world tour. I might not go on the world tour, guys. I'm just speaking hypothetically here. I might not even go on the world tour, but high chance I will go on the world tour. And if I do, I'm going to charge the venues for speaking. The actors are going to make their like $100, $150, $200,000 in speaking fees. Whereas in Hollywood, the actors don't get shit. They all speak for free because Hollywood's cheap. Yeah, man. In Hollywood, the actors don't get paid for tours. No, Hollywood pays for their living, obviously, and their fee and all stuff, and they fly commercial, obviously, but they don't pay for their fucking what? For their speaking. No, that's all free, man. Yeah, they do that for free. Whereas for Ivan's company, the actors make some nice money off that, man. Hence, the actors will what? The actors will work harder will even work harder when they speak. They'll work harder when they speak because they're getting paid for it, obviously. Money talks. You get paid. They're gonna work harder, obviously, right? Yeah. You're gonna see John Boyega cracking jokes, Avon Georgia cracking jokes, Peter Jackson or Mel Gibson cracking jokes. Don't hate me, Peter Jackson, because there's a high chance I'll choose Mel Gibson over Peter Jackson, obviously. I'm just speaking hypothetically here. Peter Jackson will crack his jokes, Mel Gibson will crack jokes. You might see Guillermo del Toro crack jokes. You know what I'm saying? Don Cheadle, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, the Russo brothers. Don't hate me, Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni. I might hire the Russo brothers over Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni. You never know, man. Ivan, who are your top cans? I don't know. My top cans for my script developers are what? Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, the Russo brothers. They're on the list too. Obviously. Rian Johnson, J.J. Abrams are up there too, obviously. Ryan Coogler, obviously. Zack Snyder and James Gunn are up there too. Whereas what? Guys like Michael Bay and Christopher Nolan and Quentin Tarantino and all them are out of the picture. Because they're just going to cost me too much money. I don't have enough. I don't want to put more money into my budget to pay them their fucking crazy rich yearly salaries, I'm saying. As if I hire Michael Bay and Christopher Nolan, they're going to be affecting my $410 million budget. Because Michael Bay, I'm paying him $9 million and $5 million yearly salary, and I'm paying Christopher Nolan his like $7 million and like $7 million yearly salary, whatever it is. You see what I'm saying? Their bonuses I can easily pay because me and VJ will make our money back tenfold. So paying them their bonuses is not a problem for me and VJ. As for you know what I'm saying? I don't mind paying Christopher Nolan 40 and Michael Bay 60. $100 million in royalties, me and VJ are going to make our tens of billions for the movie. We'll make our money back. It's not a problem. But what really bothers me is their yearly salary. I'm going to have to pour more money into the budget, which I don't want to do. They're going to cost me more money. All right, you can easily afford it. Yeah, I can easily afford it. But I don't feel like going over 670 for the Great Escape, or going over 410 for Zanus. As I'm already putting $80 million towards the movie, that's more than enough. Hence why high chance Michael Bay and all of them are out of the picture. Whereas guys like the Russo brothers and Jon Favreau, Dave Filoni, high chances one of those guys will be hired. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Obviously. You see what I'm saying? Hence why what? Hence why what? Yeah, man. Hence why my Scotch is going to be top notch, man. Yeah. I forget what I was talking about earlier. Yeah, hence why I'm going to be very, very strict with VJ. VJ, please. Okay, VJ, let's keep this contract to ourselves. Let's not, like, the world already knows I signed my 70-30 my 70-30 deal, obviously. But don't, even though the actors know we signed this deal because we have the keys, obviously, don't make it official and go bragging to them, we're taking 70%. Don't do that, no. If they ask us, tell them it's none of their business. Sincere. If Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, and the Zane's actors and Peter Jackson, John Favreau asked me and VJ how much we made off my book, I'm not going to tell them, guys. It's none of your business. You don't need to know, man. You know what I'm saying? They know I'm in my books, but some of them might be curious. Ivan, how much money did you make off your book? You know what I'm saying? I read your book. Your book is a fucking masterpiece, Ivan. That was an amazing story. You took me for a ride. How much did you make off your book, Ivan? I'm like, I'm not telling you. It's none of your business. Did you make your billions? I'm like, yes, I made my billions, but I'm not going to tell you how much I made. It's none of your business, obviously. Ivan, just tell us, man. We want to know. I'm like, guys, I'm not telling you how much I made. I don't want to hurt your feelings. I don't want guys like John Boyega and all them, and Don Cheadle and Idris Elba and John Favreau to feel like shit. Because the amount of money I made is way more than how much they make. You see what I'm saying? As John Favreau and all of them, they can't make their easy billions like me. No. They can make their millions, but they can't make their easy billions like me and VJ. You see what I'm saying? I don't know. I made my $18 billion off my book. I don't want to tell John Favreau I made $18 million. I feel like shit. That's money that John Favreau and Dave Filoni and the actors would dream of making, and they're never going to make that money, you see what I'm saying? Hence why, VJ, please, do not tell John Favreau, Dave Filoni, or Peter Jackson, or the actors how much we made. It's none of their business. Just like I would never ask them how much money they have in their accounts. None of my business, obviously, you see what I'm saying? It's none of my business. It's none of my business. There's a high chance Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Johnson Dempsey. I don't know when I do a party, when I party up in my yard, in my condo, when I have a nice talk with Keanu Reeves or Scarlett Johansson and Ben Affleck and all them and Johnson Dempsey, we have our glass of drink. Cheers to success, guys. I'm saying, they, you know what I'm saying. I don't know. They signed a nice contract. I take them on something. They party up in my condo. You know what I'm saying. We have our liquor. Obviously, we're like, cheers, guys, to success. You know what I'm saying? We give a cheers, obviously. We're drinking, we're having a good time. I'm talking with the actors. High chance, one of them might ask, hey, Ivan, VJ, how much money did you make off your book, by the way? Yeah, I read your book when you released your book, Ivan. That was an amazing story, Ivan. That was the best fast story ever written, Ivan. Ivan, you're fucking creative. You know what I'm saying? You wrote a fucking amazing story, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Ivan, I saw your movie, man. Your movie was amazing. It was a masterpiece, man. That was one of the best movies. That was like the best movie. That's like the best movie trilogy I've ever seen in my life. Which I got the best story ever told in most picture, obviously. Fuck, Eric, was scary, man. Ivan, you killed the role, man. That was an amazing performance, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? They might say it, obviously. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? How much money did you make off that, by the way, Ivan? Did you strike it rich? You know what I'm saying? How much did you make off your merch and your movies, Ivan? You must have made a lot of money. I'm like, yeah, I made a lot of money. You know what I'm saying? I made some good money. You know what I'm saying? Ivan and VJ, how much did you guys make? I'm like, I prefer not to tell you. Alright, we don't care. Just tell us, man. How much did you make off your movie and merch, man? How much did you make off the box office profits and your merch? We want to know, Ivan. I'm like, guys, I'm not telling you. It's none of your business, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, holy shit, Ivan's humble. He doesn't want to tell us how much you made. No, as I don't want Ben Affleck and Keanu Reeves and Scarlett Johansson feeling like shit. As there's nothing worse. There's nothing worse. There's nothing worse than what? Me telling Keanu Reeves I made like $73 billion. You know what I'm saying? And they only have like what, 200, 250, $100 million in the bank, which is pocket change for how much we made. They feel like shit. Holy shit, like we make peanuts compared to Ivan and VJ. Like we only make our 15, 12, 20 million in Hollywood, and Ivan made it like $73 billion of his movies and merch. Yeah. Hence why keep your lips sealed. Don't tell how much we made, VJ. I'll keep my lips sealed. You keep your lips sealed. Keanu Reeves and them are not stupid. They know I made my tens of billions off the movie, but they're gonna be curious. Ivan, how much did you make? You know what I'm saying? I'm like, guys, it's none of your business. I'm not telling you how much I made. It's none of your business. As I don't want you guys to feel like shit. I don't want you guys to feel like a centipede crawling on your legs. I want to keep you happy. Hence why I'm not going to tell you how much money I made off what the movie and merch, as I don't want Keanu Reeves, Scarlett Johansson, Ben Affleck, John Krasinski, Paul Bettany, and the biggest actors and Javier Bardem feeling like shit. See what I'm saying? As those guys are rich, but they're not as rich as me and VJ. Their wealth is pocket change compared to me and VJ's wealth. See what I'm saying? They're rich people. They live their life. They own their nice 3, 4, 5, 1, 8, 10, 20 in their house. They're fucking rich. Keanu Reeves, I heard owns his own jet too. I heard Keanu Reeves owns his own like 25, 30 million jet. He's rich, obviously, but he's not as rich as me and VJ. He owns his nice cars, his Porsche. He has like his 100 bike collection. You know what I'm saying? He's rich, obviously, but he's not as rich as me and VJ. That's why I'm gonna tell Keanu. That's why I'm gonna tell VJ. VJ, please keep your lips sealed. Do not tell them how much you made for the movie and merch, and do not tell them how much I made for my book either. As $18 billion is a lot of money. Is a lot more money than how much Scarlett Johansson and all them are worth. You see what I'm saying? Keep your lips sealed. Let me keep them happy. You see what I'm saying? Obviously, as the moment I tell them how much I made, they're now gonna have that feeling of feeling like shit. Holy shit, Ivan's way bigger than us, man. He made like $73 billion off his movie and merch. And we like make we make a lot of money. Oh, but man, it's chump change for how much Ivan made. Yeah. Even though Keanu Reeves and them are rich and they make 20, you know what I'm saying, 30, you know what I'm saying, 15, 12 million for the movies, it's chump change compared to the kind of money VJ made. That's why VJ keep your lips sealed. You see what I'm saying? That way you don't have Keanu Reeves on feeling like shit. You know I'm saying? Think about it. Keanu Reeves signed a massive, $160 million deal for my movie. Scarlett Johansson and Ben Affleck signed a massive, like, $80 million deal. John Krasinski signed, his 25 million dollar deal. Paul Bettany signed like his $17 million deal, $17.5 million deal, $18.5 million deal. You know what I'm saying? It's a big contract, obviously, you know what I'm saying? But the moment me and VJ tell Keanu Reeves that we made $73 billion off the movies and merch, they're now going to have that feeling of feeling like shit, holy shit. Even though Ivan's paying us a lot of money, it's nothing compared to how much him and VJ are making, yeah. And they're going to have that feeling of feeling like shit, and they're going to feel humiliated, downgraded, and worthless, obviously. And what? And what? Like, holy shit, Ivan and VJ are boss, man. They're king and queen. They're the main show. They're fucking lucky. They're making their tens of billions. Keanu Reeves and Scarlett Johansson wish they could make the kind of money VJ made, obviously. But they're never going to make that kind of money, you see what I'm saying? That's why, if VJ tells them how much I made off the movie merch, they can get jealous and envious. Because all these celebrities would dream of making the kind of money me and VJ would make for movies, but they're never going to make that kind of money. They can make their nice millions, but they're never going to make their tens of billions like me and VJ. You see what I'm saying? They're not God, and they don't have the keys like me and VJ. That's why keep your lips sealed, VJ, is to keep the Hollywood actors happy and not angry, because they can get envious and angry, man. Trust me. Ivan, you're not going to tell... On this channel, I brag, obviously, because I love to rub in your face. You guys piss me off, obviously. You sabotage my channel. I love to rub in your face. You cause me something I love to rub in your face. But I'm a humble man. When I'm king, I'm not going to brag about how much money I made. No. I'm going to let my lavish life do the talking. Keanu Reeves will know how rich me and VJ are when they experience our Skyscraper's company and they part up my condo, my yacht. They will know me and VJ are loaded, obviously. Holy shit. When they see my 300 million condo, they're shocked. Holy shit, Ivan, this is your place? This is you're going to see Keanu Reeves and Scarlett Johansson and Ben Affleck and all of them and Josh Zenzi, they're gonna look around, they're gonna have that shitty feeling. Holy shit! This is our houses are nothing compared to Ivan and VJ's $300 million condo. This is high tech, very very high tech. Their houses are high tech too, obviously, because they own like 10, 20, 8, $5 million houses, obviously. But it's nothing compared to a $300 million condo, completely pimped out, man. My condo will be completely pimped out. Automatic doors, GPS. You know what I'm saying? Like, the pool's pimped out, the jacuzzi room's pimped out, the privacy room, the terrace, the living room, the kitchen, the bathrooms, our room. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the smoking room. You know, everything's pimped out. The stereo system for music, everything is pimped out, man, completely from in my penthouse. And Keanu Reeves, all of them are like, holy shit, you have a nice place here. This is nice. As Keanu Reeves, I heard, owns like a $10 million house, $20 million house he owns. He's rich, obviously. He owns a high-tech house, obviously, but it's not as high-tech as my condo, you see what I'm saying? Yeah. See what I'm saying? Scarlett Johansson, I heard, owns like an $8 million house. $8 million, $10 million house she owns around there. they all own high tech. They're rich people. They own high tech houses, obviously, but it's not as high tech as my condo. My condo was unheard of. Like Ben Affleck's house in Justice League, when he had like his house under the water. Yeah, something high. That house that Ben Affleck had was probably like a $400 million condo or something like that. It was fucking crazy. But I told you, anything over $300 million, me and VJ are being sued with our money. $300 million is good enough for the condo. Obviously, if VJ wants to pimp it out more, if VJ wants to put an extra $10 million towards something in a condo, I don't mind. Okay, VJ, if you want to pimp it out more a bit, I don't know, after Zans, you know what I'm saying, we can put like $10 million and do renovations in the house and pimp it out more if you want. We don't have to. $300 million is more than enough towards a condo. That's very, very high tech. $300 million. $170 million is even high tech enough, but $300 million is something unheard of. That's like what? Batman's house. You know the Dark Knight. Remember when you saw that garage? You saw Batman's garage. Yeah, think something like that for my condo. I want to own an unheard of garage. Moving walls, moving automatic doors, moving walls, GPS system. You know what I'm saying? Luxury terrace. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, like a high tech what? High tech penthouse I'm gonna own, man. That's why when Keanu Reeves and all walk into my condo and the Zane Sackers walk into my condo, they're all gonna look at my condo. Wow, this is nice. Ivan, this is your place. You're gonna see Ariana Grande and Danielle Minette and Yvonne George. Like, holy shit, Ivan, this is your place? Like, yeah, guys, this is my place. Like, holy shit, Ivan, you and VJ have a nice place here, man. You know what I'm saying? You have a beautiful place here, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? This is a beautiful place you have here, Ivan. I'm like, yeah, thank you, man. You know what I'm saying? Like Don Cheadle and all them feel like the actors might feel a bit like shit. Because none of them can afford a car like that. No, yeah, they all own like, all those actors own what? 2, 3, 4, 5. Small Ace actors own cheaper houses. Small Ace actors own like 4, 5, $6 million houses. They own cheaper houses, obviously. Whereas the bigger ones are the ones who own their 8, 7, 10. You know what I'm saying? What? 15, 20 million houses the bigger ones own. Will Smith owns a $40 million mansion, I heard, which is unheard of, obviously. Chris Hemsworth, I heard, owns a like 11 or like $30 million mansion. I heard he owns around there. He owns like an $11 million house or like a $30 million mansion in Australia. Obviously, he owns. And I guarantee the reason why Chris Hemsworth lives in Australia, because I guarantee you he can't stand America. Yeah, America's too fucking crowded and filthy. Yes, that's why Chris Hemsworth loves his home Australia. Hence why he lives in Australia, obviously. And he doesn't live in America because America's fucking crowded. Los Angeles is fucking, yeah, I don't want to live here. Los Angeles is fucking filthy and crowded. Yeah, he loves his home country. Yeah, obviously. But going back to the houses, Will Smith owns like a $40 million like super like advanced mansion, and even his mansion is nothing compared to my $300 million condo. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, it blows all these Hollywood celebrities' houses out of the water. These Hollywood celebrities have high tech houses, but it's not as high. $300 million is very, very high tech. Something like Incredibles, like it's very, 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 very high tech, man. It's something unheard of. It's something like it's so nice, like you're gonna be shocked. Holy shit, this is nice. Like even guys like Will Smith will be shocked at my condo. They're like, Ivan, this is your place, man. You know what I'm saying, holy shit, Ivan. You know what I'm saying, and I thought I had a nice fucking house. Yeah, they're shocked because like yeah, I even put like $300 million towards this condo, towards this penthouse, obviously. And we all own like 30. The bigger ones all own like 30. You know what I'm saying? 40, 20, 8, 10 million houses, which is high tech, obviously. And the smaller ones all own their like 2, 3, 4, 5, $6 million houses. And Ivan and VJ own their top high-end $300 million penthouse on top of the roof. Holy shit, Ivan, you're living like a king, man. I'm like, this is a nice view, man. Yeah. This is a beautiful view of Vancouver. You got a nice... even Will Smith will be like, holy shit, Ivan, you have a nice crib here. You know what I'm saying? Keanu Reeves, holy shit, Ivan, you have a nice crib here. This is nice. You know what I'm saying? Scarlett Johansson, Ivan, this is your place? Holy shit, I thought I had a nice fucking house. Yeah. Ivan's house is much nicer than our fucking houses. Yeah. Ben Affleck, I heard, bought a $50 million house with Jennifer Lopez. I heard. And even that house is nothing compared to me and VJ's $300 million condo. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, man. Like, that's how top-notch my Scottish company is. I'm going to shut my camera off here.